welcome back to another brand new video. It's your boy Andru and you already know the Zadu Rudr. So guys, in today's video I have something very special planned out for you guys. For those who don't know, I am studying in 12th grade right now and I have no interest in applying to any colleges whatsoever. Now that it's the time to do so, because I'm going to be doing YouTube full time, of course. It's going to be great. Very excited for that. And basically my classroom is a room which is, I'm in complete solitary because I'm alone in this one room and there's no one else. Don't ask why, it's a long story, but yeah. So I take my chessboard every day and today I decided I'm going to play against myself and it's going to be very serious. So what happened was I took my chessboard. I'm literally going to show you guys. So I took this chessboard with me and I played a full match against myself. It took like for an hour straight. It was crazy. So I played white and black alternatively and noted down the moves. So I named my players, i.e. my alternatives, split personalities, because I have DID. But as GM Andru Kechyap, of course that's me, versus LM Hamsaro Rudr. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you guys the moves that I recorded. Just so you guys know, this is completely genuine. I'm gonna show you guys this in detail too, but I just played against myself. I played around 98 moves, so that's crazy. So I'm gonna be checking out that game. It's gonna be very interesting. So let's just jump right in. Alright, you guys are in for a treat. So clearly you can see that the game did end in a draw. And what do you expect? The genius of me against myself. Clearly it's going to be a draw. I'm just kidding. To spice things up and to get you guys hooked, I'll show you how I actually, how the game ended. How it was actually played. Oh my god, it looks very horrible. Don't judge me yet. But just so you guys get some idea on how I played the game actually. So I had the chessboard on a table and I was playing from black's perspective. So basically I was playing as black, but the moves I was making from white were like this. So of course I think some bias would be for black. I think that's the reason black's accuracy was a bit higher. I mean, it's still, both of them are horrible. 66.2% accuracy for white and 68.4% accuracy for black. That's how it ended. So two great moves, one great move from black, two great moves from white, 23 best moves and 23 best moves respectively from white and black, and no brilliant moves. But you have to keep in mind, I wasn't thinking about content. I was just absolutely bored. I was bored out of my mind and in complete isolation in this closed room. So in this isolation, I guess I lost my mind and I just decided to play a game. So clearly I didn't play to the best I could, the most accurately at least. So I did play 4 blunders from white and 3 blunders from black. If you look at the rating though, it tells a completely different story. The opening was horrible for white, but it tells a completely different story. So 1550 for white and 1600 for black. So I find this very interesting that they were almost completely equally rated. I mean, that clearly shows that I was playing against myself, and that's quite cool to know that I played against myself and the rating was quite decent, I would say. So now let's actually start from move by move. So white started off with d4 and black started off with f6. So there's just a bit of development of pieces. You can see that black is pushing more of its pawns, trying to opening up spaces, and you can see that white opened up a lot queenside and white's getting out its pieces, so is black. Now immediately we have an attack of knight on c6, and here black decides to play knight to b4. So here what's very interesting is that this is threatening a very cruel, almost a check, because it's defended by the bishop, and if there's nothing to protect it, I mean the only the option that white would have here is to take with the queen, losing the queen in the process. So white is quick to play c1. Alright. So here black decides to check anyway. So what's interesting about white's position is it opened up a lot queen side, but the queen side is completely crammed. It's completely trapped. So king has no way to move. There's no other move other than taking with the queen or the rook to avoid this check. I mean, well, not avoid this check, but to remove this check. So I mean, clearly he won't take with the queen, he'll take with the rook. Now what's crazy is that, yeah, black decided to trade his knight and bishop for a rook. So white is up a point here. Now black thought it was a fair trade, or maybe it's somewhat favorable, because rook is quite powerful, and now black has two rooks while being down a bishop and a knight. So that's a crucial part of the game. That's why I'm highlighting that. Next we have a bit of trading. This is a big blunder from white. Right after that slight bit of advantage, it pinned itself. The knight is pinned to the queen now. So clearly you can see black can play pawn to b5, trapping the knight, because now if the knight moves anywhere, the queen is lost because the knight is pinned to the queen. The best move knight can play here is by taking the pawn. So at least you're not down 3 points but only 2 points, and giving a check, so the queen has to take the knight. And now, wait, what? I just realized the queen could have taken the rook, but that's not what I played in the game. So alright, let's just go back to the position. Alright, okay, sorry, I took with the bishop, I'm so dumb. And I was like, wait, couldn't it have just taken the rook? Right, so you have to take with the bishop. I wasn't that dumb while playing the game. Alright, so now queen can finally escape in peace, and it does. Now black castles, the bishop is brought out, and finally white also castles. Have a bit of trading here going on. In this game, if you watch some of my other videos, you know I trade a lot when playing against bots, but when I was seriously playing with myself on the board, I don't like to trade a lot. I like a bit of a sophisticated game per se. I guess you guys wouldn't call this sophisticated, but yeah, we see a trade. So there's a bit of a blunder here. So the white knight goes to f5, and this is a problem because clearly the black knight can just take it. There's nothing I can do about it. So it's literally just went down a full knight. So at this point you can see the ups and downs. Now black is winning, being 2 points up. So it's crazy. You get a bit of attack going on here on the king side. You see attack by black. So it's a bit scary, but there's a trade of queens finally. So we're entering the end game, and eventually we'll have a trade of. Okay, so there was a chance of white was eager to draw here, but black decides not to, because clearly it's winning at this point. If I had a penny for every time I said clearly in this video, I'd be like a billionaire man. Anyway, so there's a trade of like this. Sorry for this water, but yeah, there's a trade of bishop and knight, and right now white is actually winning. Oh my god! What? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, I forgot to cover this point. So at this position, white decides to play a great move, and that's by. Wait, is it now? Yeah. Okay, now pinning the rook to the bishop. You would say, okay, then rook could play c6, but now pawn can just take that. So clearly you can't play that. So after that is played, you have no other choice. But okay, in this game I decided to play c2. You win a bishop. So white won a bishop, and now it's a point up. So yeah, that plays out, and then there's a trade. Okay, and you can see at this point, black king is all the way over there, and the action is going on near the white king side. And white decides to push all of its pawns, while the black king decides to come to the center position. So there's a different dynamic going on. The black king decides to come to the central position and dominate that, while the white pawns actually try to take up the central position. And here we have a very interesting decision from black, which costed black the game, I would say. It decided to trade the rook for the bishop, because for some reason black thought that, well, I clearly have a very dominant king, I can just snatch up all the pawns, but what did, and then eventually make a queen. But what it did not realize was that king wasn't too far off, plus these two pawns were way too strong. And I think it was quick to notice that mistake, so it scrambled its way over to the part where the pawns were there, where the white pawns were, and we see a bit of shuffling here. Eventually black is trying its hardest to draw this position. I mean, it has nothing going on for it, and this is not exactly the most accurate how the endgame played out actually, but somewhat accurate. I kind of messed up while making the moves, but at a point white did have a completely winning position. I think you can see it from the game review, and since the game is over we are going to go to that anyway. At the end it must have had a completely winning, yeah, at this point white was completely winning, but later, see a great move there. Okay, according to this game, yeah, it was a complete draw at the end. You can see how much the graph has varied. It had been an absolute crazy game, but I found it very interesting. I think it's a very interesting idea to just play against myself. I think I'll do it a lot more times. I didn't plan of making videos, so I didn't play my best, but next time I make a video I will probably do that. So if you guys did like the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.